Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out this show today on the fifth Saturday, and we appreciate all the guests that we've had on earlier, talking a lot about what's going on locally and what's going on in the outdoor world. But, hey, this is one of my favorite spots right here, particularly on this fifth Saturday in August as we get ready to go into September. But anytime I can have Khatuna Lorig on this show, I have an autographed picture of it that sits in my office. It inspires me when I get down and out. I look up at Khatuna and know that there is hope in the world because this young lady has been such a representative of the United States and has done world wonders in the archery industry. We can go on and on about Khatuna, but she has just recently won the gold medal at the Pan American Games. I hope you folks had a chance to watch it on TV. I did. I didn't watch it all, but I watched Khatuna. I wanted to see it. And good morning, Khatuna.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey, it's always good to have you on. I know that you're a busy lady and everything else, but what was it like to win that gold? I know you had to get into it came down to the wire, and you got that 51, what's that, 9-pound bow you got, 8 or 9 pound bow?
Don't tell anybody. Yes,
yeah,
close to 50.
It was
close to 50.
That's amazing. But how did it feel to you to step up there and beat those people twice? You're twice. I'm not going to tell. Well, you don't mind how old people know you are. I mean,
No.
You're amazing. So how did it feel
Thank you.
How did it feel in Toronto to do what you did?
You go up there and think about on each arrow to make your best shot. And it doesn't matter what, you don't give up. Even my point was lower, her point was higher, but the last arrow I shot 10. That brought us to the shoot-off, which you shoot one arrow,
yes,
and closest one that wins, and my arrow was closest one.
One shot.
Center. One shot, and that's how I got the gold medal.
Oh, all right. It had to be. I know you've done a lot of things in your life, but did that moment really put a charge into you for what's coming up next?
It's great. I felt great because I won European Championships and the countries I represent.
Yes.
And now winning the North-South American Pan American game, that is great. Next one is World Championships and Olympics. Olympics always been on my list, but I kind of like to win everything. Who doesn't, right?
The competitive side of you. I know 2014 was not the year that you wanted to. You dealt with some injuries and things like that.
Yes.
2015, you've come back and you're supercharged and have you
ready to go?
Ready to go. I really think you are. And so when you started 2015, anything different from 2014 that you've tried to make yourself even more better than you are?
Well, when you're injured, you have to take a time off. I took 7 months off last year.
Yes.
And then you start with the low poundage. I start with 43 pound ball, which normally people, that's what they shoot, the girls.
Yes, the girls.
And slowly put up the weight up because I can handle more. And being very careful with my fingers, what's most important for me, of course.
Yes.
And worked very carefully, worked from zero to where I am. And I'm still working to get better and better because it's going to get harder and harder next year.
Well, I know that you're looking at the long-term range. And, folks, I make my living with my mouth and my fingers because I type and I write stories and everything. I don't like to deal with knives. I finally found something that I can relate to an Olympian. Khatuna does not really like knives, right?
No, I don't like knives. I'm usually not allowed to touch knives or anything to hurt myself. Can play basketball and stuff like that, which can hurt me.
You don't want to do any of that kind of stuff or anything like that. So no. Well, tell us a little bit about being in the ESPN magazine, Khatuna. I have to ask you that. I mean,
sure. I was very excited for ESPN magazine because of it was something I've never done. I'm very confident about myself. I'm working out, trying to stay in shape, and eating healthy. I do eat junk food once in a while, but most of the time I eat healthy. I'm going to be honest. And it was very cold up there in the woods, Larry. Very cold.
It was? Okay,
So,
it was very cold. And but when you got the call to be a part of this what's a history, one of a kind that ESPN did, how did you take that call?
My manager told me that, would you like to do this? It's going to be naked. I said, which magazine? ESPN. I will do it. Yes.
Yeah, you wanted to make sure it was ESPN and not some other magazine. That's what you're talking about.
No, ESPN is very, very, very special for me. I think the picking. I'm one of those 24 athletes. It was very amazing, and I'm very happy and lucky.
Yeah, to be one of the 24. And you can go to ESPN and click on that, and you can see Khatuna like you've never seen her before, you know. But,
ESPN Body Issue 2015, yes.
Yes, it was pretty amazing. And, of course, we've posted that on lroutdoors.com. So how do you, we've heard so much about Rio, and I know Tokyo. You're even looking at that. I mean, are you going to Tokyo?
I'm hoping so.
Yes.
I know it's 2020, but I'm getting ready for that. But first I have to go to 2016.
Yeah, and the plan is there to keep plugging along. I don't know how what's a day in the life of Khatuna Lorig like? I mean, you said you're getting ready to go to practice now. I mean,
I'm practicing. Come home, I see my son, I see my friends. Keep practicing, packing up laundry,
okay,
going,
yes,
fishing up the plane.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm loving it. I'm used to that. I like that. I'm always on the move, always training, always doing something. I'm used to, and I like that. So I'm not thinking of quit any soon. As long as I'm healthy and I can shoot gold, I'll keep going and keep competing and bringing the medals for the U.S.
Well, one of the things
and for myself.
Yes. Yeah, one of the things you've always told me that archery is, I think you said 70% mental strength.
Yes, that's what I think. So 70% mental strength, 30% is the technique and the bow.
And so when you go into a match like you did with that one shot yes, to win that gold, I'd be shaking all over and things along this line. How do you block out things, Khatuna, to make sure that you stay so mentally focused?
Why would you shake once? And two, how I do that, I've done many times. I practice many times, the same distance with same bow I'm holding in my hand. And I've been there many times. I block my mind. Only thing I think, step in, shoot your best shot, and step out. And usually it ends up in a gold. And usually I win, but sometimes happens I do shoot really close to center, but the other one luckily shoots closer. So that way you cannot regret. You just said you shot your best shot and you get silver medal, honorably. So it's a competition.
Well, I know the head coach for the national team. This is what he said about Khatuna. I'm very pleased to see Khatuna's winning performance. It has been a long time since you won such a big event. This can really boost our women's team performance.
Yes, we did. World Cup just passed a week ago.
Yes.
First time we won gold medal.
Wow.
In a World Cup, I think late 70s, that's when the last time they won the huge competition like that. So we won the gold. And I shot against my native country, Georgia, where I come from.
I was going to ask you about that. How did that feel?
Always feels weird, but it's my team who I'm shooting with.
Yes.
Individually, it's me and my arrows, and I want to win. When it's team, I'm in the U.S. team. I'm American. I compete for my home, my country. Georgia is my former country.
Well, it's pretty amazing. Do you think back, back at Barcelona in 1992, I can remember you talking about that at 18, won the bronze medal.
Yes.
That's amazing. Competing for Georgia in Atlanta in 1996, Sydney in 2000, and then all of a sudden you're competing for the Americans. And I know you've got to be inspired because you came so close the last time, right?
Yes, I did. I was very upset.
I know you were. I don't want to bring it up, but I think that's put a fire.
Okay.
It's put a fire under you, hasn't it? I mean,
Yes, it is. It is. I am going to get to 2016 in Rio one way or another, and I'm going to shoot with my teeth if I have to get to the gold medal match.
Did y'all hear that? She says she's going to shoot with her teeth if she has to.
If I have to.
If she has to, should. And the one thing about in archery, you don't have to worry about how bad the water is down there in Rio. That's all they're talking about. But it's the competition. Well, Khatuna, as always, it's great to have you on Outdoors with Larry Ray, one of our favorite guests. And thank you for taking time to be with us. And one of these days, we're going to get Khatuna Lorig here to Memphis.
Yeah.
Because she's got lots of fans. We're pulling for you, young lady. I think you are. And
we had nationals in Alabama now, a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. You were close, right? Yeah.
So close.
Yeah, so close. And we're going to take care of you, get you here sometime. But you have a lot of fans, and I know that just keep going, okay? We're pulling for you.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
So much,
and always good to talk to you. And go get them for the U.S., okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
You will.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Khatuna Lorig. Wow. What a story. I mean, and to come on to be Outdoors with Larry Ray and to know that she's 41. If you see Khatuna at 41, she is, and she's beating these people 22 and 23, and she's pulling that bow. That bow weighs 9 pounds. I don't care what she says. She's shooting a bow that most men can't shoot. And she's
50-pound draw.
Yeah, 50-pound draw, and it weighs 9 pounds. And but Khatuna Lorig. Next week, Gene will be back.
Back to back.
Back to back, Gene Smith. That's kind of scary, but Greg will be in there.
Take some medication.
Take some medication. Try to do that. But Charlie, thank you for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Always good. And that poem again, I got it right here. Got the copy of it. Looking forward to fall, and we'll be looking forward to having Charlie back on. I guess it'll be in October. It'll be in November, I think.
Okay.
We'll look at that then.
Think it'll be cooler then?
Oh, it will be definitely cooler.
Okay.
It will be definitely cooler then. Okay. We'll be back on that. But we've got some great guests set for September that you're really going to like. Go to lroutdoors.com, see what Ron Wong's done, see what the one and only Guy Trebo has done. I'm going to have to tell you that we are going next week to spend a couple of days at the Mossy Oak Golf Course down in West Point, Mississippi. Me and Guy are going down there. This is the first golf course for the outdoorsmen. And they're taking this, and it's no bulldozers, no nothing. They're just making a golf course out of the land, and our good friends at Mossy Oak are doing it. So we're going to be down there at West Point, Mississippi for a couple of days. I'll be writing about that. How about Dale Sanders? Our guy has done it, the oldest man to paddle the Mississippi River. We had Dale on the show last week, and
is he done yet?
He's done. He
is.
No, he hasn't. He's got more things he's going to do. I can tell you that.
He has finished the river.
He has finished the river.
All right.
The river almost finished him.
Yeah.
But we had Dale in the studio. Greg, thank you. Charlie, again, thank you.
Thank you.
And Gene Smith, thank you.
Sir.
We'll be right back next week. Lord willing, on Outdoors with Larry Ray, as I tell you each and every week, it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport, and God bless the USA.
You can find